welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. We are prepping for Thanksgiving. My Thanksgiving is actually this Sunday. It is Friday, and so I am doing a bunch of make-aheads. It is something that I have really come to love during this season of my life where I have small kids and I don't host Thanksgiving at my house. I prep stuff and cook it at my grandpa's house. So because of that, I like to have stuff already done or mostly done so that it's easier on me when I'm transporting, and I also don't have to get there at the crack of dawn to cook. Not that that would be a bad thing. It's just a little harder with small children. So, with that being said, I already have a make-ahead gravy base and a make-ahead sweet potato casserole that I've already done. So if you have not seen those two videos, I made those last year. I'll put them up in the description box. No, I'll put them up in the cards or the description box. I'm not sure. I'll do it in one of those so that you can see them. They're very good recipes. They are a hit. All right, but today we're not doing that. We're doing dressing. Dressing is an either you love this stuff and can't get enough and wait for it every Thanksgiving, or you absolutely despise it, you don't want to look at it, and you don't want anyone to talk about it. I hope you're not those people, because I am a person that absolutely loves dressing and I wait for it all year. It's really easy. I really want to figure out where it came from, because it's kind of one of those things, kind of like a meatloaf, where you're like, what were they thinking when they were like, yeah, let's throw some vegetables and throw some bread and put some, drippings on top and call it a day, type of thing, but it's delicious. So, I'll quit rambling. Super easy ingredients. You want salt, pepper, sage. Sage is a big thing. I have garlic powder, a large onion. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, there's a baby. 5 stalks of celery. It's pretty much almost an entire bunch of celery. I'm saving the inner part for my turkey. So I took 5 big stalks out, and then I have an entire loaf of bread. Now, usually I would lay my bread out a day or two before and let it stale. You want old bread. You want bread that's going to soak up all the yummy goodness that you're going to put in this dressing. I, however, did that, and then my kids ate the majority of my bread. So I had to resort to toasting. You can also toast your bread. Try not to do this to your bread. I have kids, so I forgot about the bread that I put in the oven to dry. And so now it's toasted, but that's okay. So you can do this uniform and chop your bread, or you can tear your bread. I'm going to chop it. I'm going to chop my celery, chop my onion, and then I will bring you back. The bread, the onion, and the celery are going into this pan. I usually use a 9x13 or 2 9x13s, but this year I'm just doing 1, so this is the ingredients for it. I'm going to get to chopping, and then I will bring you back. Okay, so I have everything in here. I cut the bread into 1-inch cubes. You could, of course, use homemade bread. That's actually what I like to do, but I'm trying to make it less stressful on myself because I have enough stress going on in my life right now. Now, we're going to pepper, and I like pepper, so maybe a full teaspoon and a half-ish of pepper. Some dry sage, maybe a teaspoon. It's to taste. I really like sage in this. Sage is another one of those, you either like it or you don't really like it, but I really like it. Also, in this, I don't know if it showed up, it's 10 quarts of turkey stock that I just got finished making. I'm letting all the fat rise to the top before I can it. That's going to be another video. I'm canning leftover turkey meat. to get everybody ready for Thanksgiving leftovers. Okay, so once you get everything in there, also, I'm going to say this just because it's driving me crazy. I don't like cooking in aluminum foil or aluminum in these. I don't like cooking in them at all. And these especially, they came from the Dollar Tree. They're flimsy. But, again, I'm trying to make it easier on myself. And since I'm not cooking at my house, I don't want to have to do all those dishes afterwards. I guess if you had someone else doing your dishes, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but I'm really trying to think of my mental health this year. And bless my husband's heart, he won't have to deal with me if I take care of my mental health. Okay. So once everything seems pretty mixed, things keep going overboard. You could add more vegetables if you wanted more vegetables, but I think this looks pretty perfect. Okay, so now you can do this one of two ways. You could stop right here. I say it's done, and here I am still turning it. Okay, so you could do this one of two ways. I've done it both ways, and both ways work perfectly fine. You could stop right now, cover it, put it in your fridge, and then the day of, after your turkey has cooked, take the drippings, pour the drippings, all that yummy juice, over top of this until everything is soaked, and then cook it. Or you could do what I'm going to show you, which is use chicken or turkey stock and do the same thing, then put it in your fridge, and then the day of, all you have to do is pop it in the oven, and it comes out just as good as if you were to have done it the day of. It really is, I think, just preference. The drippings are most likely going to have more flavor unless you did what I did, which was make a big batch of turkey stock beforehand. I knew I was going to be doing a lot of make-ahead stuff, so you can't see it. Way over there, that's a bunch of turkey stock. So, turkey bone broth. But it had onions and garlic and wine. I mean, it has tons of stuff in it. So this is what we're going to use, and it's going to give this dish beautiful flavor, just like if we were to have used drippings. I mean, granted, drippings are probably still going to have more flavor, but this had all those yummy things in it. Plus, of course, it had the whole turkey in it, and it had chicken wings. So it's, I mean, you can see how dark it is. It's flavored. It is flavored. Although I did just ruin having all my fat rise to the top because I just stirred it all back in. Oh well. And this, there's no real time I can give you for cooking because it depends on how thick it is, how big it is. All those things play in to your time. I like to do it at 350, uncovered, and then I do it until it's golden brown on top. And my favorite parts are the outer edges where they get crispy. So once you see your sides getting crispy, I'm going to stir. That's when you know it's most likely done. You don't want soggy dressing. You want it to be, everything's going to kind of just come together and puff up, and it's going to be really, really good. I know it looks disgusting right now. If you've never made dressing before, you're like, oh my gosh, why would I want to eat that? I promise you, it's going to be delicious. Absolutely delicious. Okay, so that is perfect. So we didn't submerge anything. And this is why you want dry bread, because it's going to soak all this up. So everything is mixed in. Also, what my mama would do sometimes is she would actually put some turkey meat in the dressing. Which I have turkey meat and I could do that, but I'm not going to. But she would have just little sprinklings of turkey meat to where it all cooked in together. Very, very good. Which you can see. So it is just, I'm not going to say it's level with what our stuff is. But, I mean, you can see it's spongy. It's spongy, but it's not drowning in our juice. If I see, there, that's a good example. So, if I push down really far, it's not scientific, guys. You'll do fine. You will. Okay, so we are done. This is it. It is ready. I'm gonna cover it with saran wrap, put it in my fridge, and then day of, straight from the fridge into the oven, 350 degrees until it's golden brown. Usually my 9x13s take about 45 to 50 minutes. But it all depends, again, on the thickness, how big it is, does your oven work right, all those things. So I just say if it's golden brown on top, it's not juicy anymore, and you're starting to get a nice crust around the outside edges, it's probably done. You don't want anything soggy. Soggy is not dressing. Dressing is cooked. I know it. I think it looks good right now. But anyway, it's done. It's ready. So I hope you enjoyed this make ahead dish. I hope it makes your life a little easier if you haven't thought to make dressing ahead. And I hope everyone is enjoying their Thanksgiving prep. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.